In our bustling world consumed by noise and constant chatter, the art of silence has regrettably faded into the background. Yet, what if the moments we choose not to speak held equal strength to those when we do? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers timeless guidance on self-control, reason, and emotional fortitude, and it teaches us the invaluable skill of discerning when to speak. As Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, wisely stated, "It's better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." Stoic philosophy reveals that silence is not merely the absence of speech. It is a deliberate and impactful response, carefully chosen. In this video, we are going to explore 8 pivotal moments where choosing silence becomes not only wise, but life-changing. Number 1. Remaining silent in situations of unfair criticism. In Stoic philosophy, the act of remaining silent when confronted with unfair criticism provides us with a unique opportunity to cultivate strength of character and exhibit unwavering integrity. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher and ruler, emphasized that it is not the external circumstance itself that causes us distress, but rather our perception and response to it. By altering our perspective on criticism, we can transform it into a catalyst for personal growth and resilience. For instance, imagine you are a student who has worked diligently on a group project for a class. Despite your best efforts, one of your classmates harshly criticizes your contributions and undermines your efforts during a presentation to the entire class. A Stoic response would involve calmly analyzing the feedback, extracting valuable insights, and disregarding baseless negativity. This approach not only preserves our inner peace, but also upholds our professional honor. By living in accordance with Stoic principles, we demonstrate a commitment to responding thoughtfully rather than defensively, allowing the quality of our work to speak for itself. Choosing silence when unfairly criticized is not passivity, but rather a strategic approach aligned with Stoicism's emphasis on focusing on what we can control, our responses and attitudes. This approach not only preserves our inner peace, but also upholds our professional honor. By living in accordance with Stoic principles, we demonstrate a commitment to responding thoughtfully rather than defensively, allowing the quality of our work to speak for itself. Choosing silence when unfairly criticized is not passivity, but rather a strategic approach aligned with Stoicism's emphasis on focusing on what we can control, our responses and attitudes. Number 2. Silent composure amidst boasts. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, the virtue of silence reveals its strength when faced with the temptation to boast. Consider a scenario where you find yourself among friends discussing recent accomplishments. The natural inclination might be to interject with your own achievements, seeking validation and recognition. However, Stoicism encourages us to exercise restraint and embrace the power of silence. By choosing to remain quiet amidst the boasts of others, we preserve our inner calm and allow their words to speak for themselves. In doing so, we conserve our energy for more meaningful conversations and demonstrate a profound sense of self-assuredness. Stoic teachings remind us that silence is not a sign of weakness or passivity, but rather a deliberate and strategic response. As Epictetus wisely noted, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By actively listening and withholding our own self-promotion, we create space for deeper connections and genuine understanding. It is through this intentional practice that we can foster humility, genuine self-worth, and a life marked by contentment, free from the incessant need for comparison and empty boasts. Number 3. Silence in the face of anger. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into the virtue of silence when confronted with anger. Consider a situation where a close friend makes a hurtful remark during a heated argument. Our instinctive response might be to unleash our anger and retaliate. However, what if we choose silence instead? By refraining from an immediate reaction, we create a space for reflection. This pause allows us to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control, fostering an environment for constructive dialogue and resolution. Stoicism prompts us to consider the consequences of our anger, often revealing that the aftermath of our outbursts outweighs the initial provocation. By embracing silence, we gain the opportunity to respond thoughtfully and find long-lasting solutions rather than engaging in destructive arguments. Embracing Stoic silence in moments of anger does not imply suppressing our feelings. Rather, it signifies a deliberate response aligned with our best selves. Instead of dwelling on the issue at hand, Stoicism encourages us to focus on practical solutions. Building emotional strength becomes paramount as we learn to detach ourselves from our anger and observe it objectively. Number 4, maintaining silence in the face of baseless rumors. Silence holds wisdom when faced with baseless rumors, showcasing the application of emotional intelligence and aligning with the principles of Stoic philosophy. Consider the scenario of a renowned artist who becomes the target of unfounded criticism, accusing them of plagiarism. Instead of engaging in a defensive argument or providing detailed explanations, the artist chooses to remain silent. This silence is not an act of weakness, but a deliberate choice rooted in the understanding that they have control over their own thoughts and actions, not the baseless accusations of others. By refusing to fuel the rumors with a reactive response, the artist allows time to pass and the truth to emerge naturally. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what we can control, such as our own integrity and creative output, rather than becoming entangled in the spread of false narratives. Maintaining silence in such situations demonstrates respect for oneself, trust in the truth, and a commitment to Stoic principles. Number 5, maintaining silence when navigating through the challenges of loss. Silence holds wisdom when facing the profound impact of loss, as viewed through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Loss is an inevitable part of the human experience, leaving behind a void filled with sadness and confusion. Stoicism offers a unique approach to dealing with pain. Stoic philosopher Seneca explores this subject, asserting that the day we fear will be our last is, in fact, the birth of eternity. By reframing loss as a transformation rather than an end, our response to it can shift. Embracing the silence that follows allows us the space and time to reflect, heal, and find meaning amidst the pain. In the face of loss, Stoicism teaches us to avoid filling the silence with explanations or distractions. Instead, we can delve deeply into our thoughts and emotions, using hardships as catalysts for personal growth. Consider the words of C.S. Lewis, who wrote about his grief after losing his wife, stating, "The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before." This perspective reflects a Stoic mindset where experiences are seen as part of the natural ebb and flow of life, acknowledging that loss and love are intertwined. The journey through grief, approached with a calm mind, can lead to a profound understanding of life's fragility and beauty. Silence after loss is not a means of hiding or denying what transpired. It is a pathway to contemplation and eventual healing. Number 6, facing ignorance with silence. Silence can be a powerful response to ignorance, according to Stoic philosophy. When faced with individuals whose actions reveal a lack of understanding, Stoicism teaches us to practice patience and grace. Galileo, The renowned scientist who challenged prevailing geocentric beliefs with heliocentrism exemplifies this approach. Despite fierce opposition and even house arrest, Galileo maintained his integrity and dedication to truth, often choosing silence in the face of false accusations and ignorance. Stoicism reminds us that we can only control our own minds and responses, not the actions of others. By adopting this perspective, we gain strength and consider how altering our response can influence the situation. Galileo's silence was not a sign of weakness, but a powerful display of honesty and unwavering conviction. He understood that truth stands on its own merits, unaffected by mere words. This aligns with Stoic principles of focusing on our actions and accepting that others' beliefs are beyond our control. Acting with grace means recognizing the limits of our power and selecting our battles wisely. Number 7. Remaining silent in the face of insults. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into the benefits of choosing silence when handling insults. Epicurus, a Stoic philosopher, reminds us that our mind plays a role in being provoked, urging us to awaken to this realization. By embracing silence, we can consciously choose our reaction and foster understanding instead of engaging in conflict. This approach has been exemplified by individuals who have faced adversity with grace and composure. For instance, imagine a business executive who is confronted with false accusations and verbal attacks from a competitor. Rather than responding with anger or retaliation, the executive chooses to remain silent and maintain their focus on their work and the success of their business. This stoic silence allows them to rise above the petty disputes, preserve their reputation, and inspire confidence in their employees and stakeholders. By embracing stoic silence, we cultivate emotional resilience, maintain our composure, and demonstrate leadership qualities that positively impact our interactions and contribute to a more harmonious existence. Number 8. Responding to injustice. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of responding to injustice with a strategic and principled silence. By drawing inspiration from Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epicurus, we can navigate unfair situations with calmness and knowledge. The Stoic approach encourages us to focus on what we can control and maintain our inner peace. Instead of reacting impulsively, we are urged to respond logically and thoughtfully. Understanding the reasons behind the injustice can provide clarity and guide us towards finding solutions. Stoicism teaches us to avoid seeking revenge or acting out of anger, as these only exacerbate the situation. Instead, we are encouraged to uphold our values, act with moral integrity, and set a positive example for others. Communication plays a vital role in seeking fair resolutions, as open and honest dialogue can foster understanding. Stoicism also emphasizes personal growth, using unfair experiences as opportunities for learning and becoming stronger. By being future-ready and acquiring the necessary skills and knowledge, we can handle similar scenarios more effectively. Ultimately, embracing Stoic principles when faced with injustice allows us to respond with kindness and honesty, transforming these experiences into catalysts for personal growth and positive change. Feel at liberty to incorporate these Stoic principles into your everyday conversations. Observe how the deliberate use of thoughtful silence can enhance your life. If you found this discussion profound and beneficial, consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment with your reflections. Don't hesitate to share these profound philosophical ideas with everyone you know. And if you're new here, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth lessons in Stoicism that will contribute to your personal growth. See you in the upcoming lessons.